Hey YouTube. So I was supposed to came on here probably weeks ago um to talk about this. It's been on my mind and I was supposed to record, and of course life is happening and I'm very bad with trying to shut out the distractions. So I've been sitting on it, and of course I should have recorded it when it was fresh in my head. Now it's not so fresh, but I remember what it's about. And I'm not good with writing stuff down, which I really should. So before I had my daughter, which was in February, right? I had a very high sex drive. Sorry y'all if this is TMI. But I did, and especially while I was pregnant, it was ridiculous. But I'm not gonna get into detail. But I feel like, so we all know God works in mysterious ways. He does everything for a purpose, for a reason. And I was wanting to know why He made me pregnant at 40, well 39, turning 40, and because I tried for so long to have a baby after my daughter was born 23 years ago, and I couldn't for a long time. So when she turned like 15, 16, I gave up. I was done. I decided that I wasn't going to have no more, but I never got my tubes tied. But like I said, I thought I couldn't have kids. That's what they told me. So, but God said different, right? So, never got my tubes tied. They wouldn't let me get on birth control because of my blood clots. I've said this before. So I really didn't, think nothing of it. But anyway, 39, I had lost my mom a year prior, and I had just lost my brother. So I was going out of control. Like, I was drinking a lot, like a lot. I was doing a lot of things. I was homeless, sleeping in my car, sleeping at the shelter, in the motel for years, for years. It's been a while, right? So, but the drinking a lot, when my brother died, it got so bad, and I know that was God's way of sitting me down. Now, He done set me down before plenty of times for different reasons, but a lot of times. And I learned as I, been on this journey, my spiritual journey, and I've been getting closer to Him, I learned that He was sitting me down, and I learned the reasons. Now, of course, it took me till after He sat me down to realize what was going on, but I learned after. So this time when I got pregnant, I'm like, okay. Actually, I didn't even say it. My daughter's father said it, because I was like, I don't understand why He would wait until now to make me pregnant, to get, why would I be pregnant now? And then He was like, to sit you down, to slow you down. And I laughed, but I thought about it later, and He's right. So now it's like I have absolutely no... I'm trying to make sure she's still asleep, because she sleeps for 5 minutes at a time, and I can't get nothing done, which is one of the reasons why I don't record videos. But so now it's like I literally have absolutely no sex drive, zero. Like, I don't think about it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to watch no porn. I don't want to think about old times. I don't want to do none of that. Like, now, since I've been in Mississippi, which has been since February, I was a lot of places, but I ended up in Mississippi, which is funny because I had a dream about Mississippi a while ago, and I knew that I probably would end up here. I just didn't know how. So now I'm here, right? So since I've been here, I would say maybe 3 people have tried to talk, well, 3 or 4 people, a handful of people have tried to talk to me since I've been here. But I am like, I give them conversation. Well, I gave them conversation. Now, I done found out that all of these dudes are conniving jerks, like all of them. Like 2 or 3 of them, I would say, had somebody close to me in this neighborhood, actually, why do they love the drama? I don't want none of that. So anyway, that definitely turned me off from talking to anybody. But like I said, I wasn't even interested. I was just, having conversation with these people. But after that, I don't even want to talk to nobody. I don't look my way. I won't look at yours. I don't even pay attention to how I look when I leave out the house whenever I do, because I don't go nowhere. But because I'm not trying to attract nobody, I don't want nobody to look at me. Don't talk to me. I don't want nobody, no friends, no pen pals, nothing, right? So of course I still have people that text me or call me from before, and it's like, no, we're not getting back together. It's not happening. And then it's a couple of people that I haven't been with that are trying to be with me, and I'm like, hell no, why would I do that? Like, I'm just not interested all the way around. Like, and I was telling my friend, because she's in her 40s and she's living her single life, and she has, a few friends and stuff like that, whatever. So when she's talking to me about it, I'm just like, I'm so glad that I'm not interested at all. Like, I have zero interest. I don't miss anything about being with somebody right now. I don't. Now, in saying that, I can say I do miss my daughter's father, even though he was a jerk. He was a real jerk while I was pregnant. And honestly, before I even found out I was pregnant, I was about to be done with him. Like, I decided in my head that I was done with him, because he was in a situation and I wasn't feeling it. It was a lot of static going on, and I decided that I was done with him. I promise you, like, weeks after I decided that, especially after my brother died. After my brother died, I was definitely done with him, because he was not there for me at all. And later on, he said that he doesn't do death well. Like, he doesn't know how to deal with it. Okay, I understand that. But the way he did me, like, he wasn't answering the phone. Like, I was going through it. Like, y'all, I thought I was going to have to check myself into, the hospital, because mentally I was not. I was bad. It was bad. My brother committed suicide, so it was very sudden and tragic, and I raised him. He was like my son, my baby, so that was bad for me. After, like I said, my mom died a year before, but she was sick. She had cancer, so hers was a little sudden, but she was sick for a while. We just didn't know it was cancer until the end, and it happened in like 3 months' time. So either way, after him, I was done, right? So after my brother died, I decided I was done with him. Then I found out I was pregnant. I don't believe in abortion. Not to mention, I prayed for this a long time ago. So he definitely answers your prayers when he's ready. When he decides that it's time, he answers them. So I always wanted a do-over, because when I was pregnant the first time, I was a teenager. My baby daddy was an asshole. We weren't together after I had her. We broke up while I was pregnant. So I just always wanted a do-over. I wanted to do it right as an adult. Do it the right way. 2 parents in the house together. She's awake. Lord have mercy. This child. I promise, she sleeps for like 5-10 minutes at a time. Okay, let me finish before she starts screaming. So, yeah, I wanted to do it right. So when I found out I was pregnant, I told him this. Now, as me and him were talking, 1 second he's like, oh, I want you to have my baby. And I'm telling him I can't have babies, so that's not happening. Then, he'd be like, oh, no, I'm joking. We too old, whatever. Okay, because he's 41, 42? I'm 40. So he's like, oh, I'm joking. We too old, blah, blah, whatever. So he was like back and forth with it. So it was a little confusing. But either way, when I found out I was pregnant, I'm just like, he know where I stand. I don't believe in abortions. And I told him I wanted a do-over. So I told him, I don't want to do this by myself. Like, I don't want it to be like it was when I was a teenager. I told him this. I told him that that's what I was scared of. I told him this, and he's just like, oh, we're going to figure it out, blah, 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 whatever. Like I said, he had his own situation going on that he needed to figure out and get under control and do stuff that he needed to do. But anyway, so either way, it ended up me doing this by myself. The pregnancy, I mean, he ghosted me for a while. Then when he would talk, he wouldn't talk about much. And like I said, it was a lot in the mix. So whatever, it is what it is, right? Either way, I still love that man. I still love him. I still care about him. I do miss him. And I feel like, because he used to always say, I feel like you're my karma, or, I wish I met you at a different time. Like, he used to always say that, and I didn't know what he meant, but I'm learning now what he meant. So I was his karma, and it was right person, wrong time type of situation, I think. So I feel like we had to separate because he needed to heal, and I needed to let him do that. I didn't need to, for one, he didn't need my covering. He didn't deserve my covering. So I had to go my separate ways so that he can go through his karma and deal with the stuff that he had to deal with, which I can say I'm proud of him. He's doing it. He's been through it. And I've seen this firsthand. So I know he been through it, and he's doing the work. I know that. But my point is, I told my friend the other day, like, I really feel like the way I'm feeling now, I really feel like I'm celibate for one, because I haven't been with nobody since him. That was last October. And I have no desire to be with anybody else. But I feel like what I told her is, I feel like I could be celibate till I'm married. Like, I could really, like, wait. And I honestly don't want to be with nobody unless it's him. I would definitely try that again with him, just for the sake of my daughter, because I want her to have that. I didn't have that, and I want her to have that. And I do love him. It's not like I would be with him just because of her and I don't have feelings for him. I do. So it's like God separated us so that we could do the work separately. But I feel like that's going to be it. Like, this is it. Like, no more sex till I'm married type of situation. And it's just funny how God works, because like I said, I had a very high sex drive, and it is gone. It is absolutely gone. Like, I don't even think about it. I don't even think about it with him. But the thought of me and him being together does excite me. I look forward to it, but I'm not waiting on it, and I'm not depending on it, because a part of my healing while I was pregnant, I had to release him. I had to let him go. I had to not think about him, not think about what he's doing, who he's doing it with. I had to let all of that go. I would have drove myself crazy. So I let him go, but I didn't cut him off completely to where he can't come back. Now, usually that's the case. Like, if I let you go, I'm letting you go. Like, you're done. There's no coming back. We can be friends. I'm friends with all of my exes, regardless of how bad they treated me. And I can guarantee you, 9 out of 10 of them, I watched them go through karma from what they did to me right after. Like, I mean, God don't skip a beat. Like, right after I watched it. I don't wish bad on nobody. And I feel bad for them when I see them go through karma. I feel bad for him with the karma that he went through. But I knew that I couldn't help him. God wouldn't let me help him. That's why he had to remove me, so that he could deal with it on his own. Especially after he pushed me away. And before he pushed me away, I told him, I'm attached to your blessings. You're pushing me away. You're pushing your blessings away. Like, I told him that. He laughed at it. He thought I was playing. Anyway, the point is, like, God does everything for a reason. And I'm just everything that he does, I can't say I'm surprised because it's God, but it amazes me. Everything, even like I said, down to the miracles that he performs, the way he makes ways for me out of no way. Like when I see no way, he makes ways. Like he amazes me every step of the way. Excuse me, on this journey. So it's amazing to me that I went from my pre-Jesus whole days and the alcoholism, because I am alcoholic. I come from a family of alcoholics on both sides. A few drug abusers, but not me. But yeah, like he just toned me all the way down. Like I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. And I really feel fulfilled. I feel fulfilled and happy and good to know that I don't need anybody else to make me happy. I don't need anybody else to make me, feel like I don't feel alone. I'm not alone. I'm not lonely. I'm not. Like I have God to worry about, me and my daughter and my other daughter. And that's it. And getting my business together and getting back on my feet. That's what I'm worried about. So that is one of the good distractions, I can say, that's taking my mind off of it. But I mean, I'm like, and it's scary to me, like I said, because my sex drive was so high. Like, it's scary to me. I don't even think about it. I actually think I'm scared for a few reasons. For one, I don't want to get pregnant again, but I didn't tie my twos because I didn't know if I was ready to make that decision. Because it's like, if he's allowing me to have kids now, and I always wanted more kids, I already started over, might as well keep going. Well, I want a boy, so that's really what I want. I would like a boy. I thought, who is at my door? I'll be back.